So I am a firm believer that holding space for people, for things, for topics, where we're able to just to go a little bit deeper into things produces major results. And I want to share today a little bit more about how showing up powerfully and authentically changes everything inside your business. But here's a bonus, not just inside your business, in everything. If you begin to show up authentically and powerfully wherever you go, it's a game changer in your family. It's a game changer in your friend group. It's a game changer at your job, inside your business. Whatever it is, it's going to change things and it's going to make it feel so much lighter for you. It's going to make things feel so much better for you. And I want to hold some space today to talk about this. We just got done with an amazing, the YES Masterclass. It was our first masterclass and it was mind blowing. Just the power that was in the room, just even the things that the other participants released was amazing. We talked so much about what we're going to talk about today, but much more into depth. But it just has been, we finished, it was just like a 2-day mastermind, and all weekend long, I've been thinking on this. And I've just been thinking about, the different things that stop us from showing up, the different things that seem to like suck our power out or block our power or block us from releasing who we really are. So often we find, especially women, apologizing for who they are, apologizing because someone else doesn't like it. Someone else is like, well, I don't like that about you. And I don't like it when you say that. And I don't like it when you stand for that. And a lot of times, instead of just being like, that's fine, it's all right that you don't like it, but I'm going to still be me and I'm going to do me. We tend to draw backwards and we tend to apologize. We tend to recreate ourselves. We tend to modify things about what we say and how we say it, depending who we're around. And really, it's weighing on you more than you realize, not just in your life, but also in your business and the decisions that you make. And if you're showing up or not showing up, if you're getting visible for your dream clients and customers or not, it's affecting your bank account. It's affecting your bottom line. This, whether it's, fear of showing up, whether it's self-doubt, whether if it's some money stories, or you're just afraid of what he will say or she will say or they will say or won't say or will think about you. I mean, these things are understandable. Many of you guys know I went years worrying about what people were going to say about me. I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted it to be everybody's best friend. Like I really did. It didn't enter my mind for a long time that wasn't possible. I really wanted it to be possible. I molded and shaped myself depending who I was around to make that person feel more comfortable and like me. I mean, transparency alert. That's just me being transparent with you. But to a point where it almost broke me, to a point where I realized, who am I? Who am I? I started asking myself, who am I? What do I really stand for? All of a sudden, it got difficult to be like, what do I stand for? What's important to me? Not what's important to that person or that people group or my job or what they told me I'm supposed to feel like is super valuable and important. But when nobody's around and it's just me in the room, what's important to me? I started to lose that a lot. I started to lose myself. And that began to feel heavy. That began to feel like everything felt like a lot of work. Just showing up and being around people was like constant work, because it was like this subconscious evaluating if what they thought was okay with what I was saying. And if it wasn't, I was automatically like rebooting and rechanging things. I mean, what? It was too much. And that's why those who know me, I am passionate about what I'm talking to you about today. I am passionate about you aligning with your true, authentic self, with who you were created to be. Not just because it sounds cool, not just because it's a buzzword, but because it will change your life and your business. It will allow you to start showing up unapologetically. And when you begin to show up and say, here I am, I'm going to bring the best version of myself, but I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. And if you don't like it, I'm not saying what I'm saying for you to like it or not like it. It's just what I actually feel. And when you start to show up like that, your energy shifts, the atmosphere shifts, things become lighter, things become clearer, things become different for you. What used to be difficult begins to get easier. I'm not saying like, oh, that all of a sudden everything is peachy keen and there's no trouble ever, ever, never. I'm not saying that. Business requires showing up, business requires work, business requires pushing through our fears. But this is one of them. This is one of them. So whether it be just in the space right now or after this video finishes, I want you to start to think about, where are you at? Where are you at right now? Are you feeling held back by what they might say? Are you feeling held back by perfectionism? Are you feeling held back by self-doubt? What is it that's holding you back from releasing your full potential? What's holding you back when you want to say something and then you think, well, I better not say that? What is that? Where's that voice coming from? If we can detect that, we can recognize it and we can remove it, that is going to allow you to show up as you. And that's what we need. We don't need any more imposters. The online space is full of imposters. It's full of people pretending to be their mentors, pretending to be other successful entrepreneurs, pretending unaligned. And the energy that's being released is like sideways. It doesn't land because they're trying to be someone else. They're trying to take the special sauce someone else has and release it, and it's not genuinely landing. We need more authenticity. The online space is craving on authentic people, real people, people that people can connect with, that they can feel safe with, because you're releasing who you really are. You're not pretending to be someone else. There is brand upon brands upon brands. There are people selling services, selling products, doing all the things, but no one can do it like you. No one can release it like you're going to release it. I believe that we were all given gifts and provision inside of us from when we were in our mother's wombs. Like, I believe that we're stocked full. I can't look outside and see, plants can multiply, fruit trees can multiply. A fruit can fall down and the seeds from the fruit can go in the ground, and pretty soon you can see another tree multiply itself alone. Like, there's no one out there doing it, but it can happen on its own. So if that can happen in nature, that shows me that's the nature of the universe. That's the nature of the world. That's the nature of creation, is to multiply. So if that's happening out in the wild, how much more so for me? I have gifts and provision, and I'm still discovering some of that. So often we're looking beyond ourselves for the next best thing, when the next best thing is already here. The next best thing is here, just waiting to be pulled out, just waiting to have some space to be released. It's that thing that's crying out to you that you can hear in the back of your mind if you listen. It's a thing that says, oh, I'm here. And I'm just waiting to be released, but not released with all kinds of, ropes holding back. That power that's just been churning inside of you and waiting to be the answer, to be the one that starts leading in your industry. So many of you are only following the trends, but you're not stepping out and leading. We need more leaders. We need more women who are willing to step out in their power and say, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm here. Yeah, I'm going to make some mistakes, but I'm here. I'm willing to make a mistake to get someone else breakthrough. I'm willing to push through my fear to get someone else breakthrough. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to look at what it is that's really holding you back so that you can step into your authentic self, so that you can step into an alignment when even the atmosphere responds to who you are when you show up? Come on. Are you willing to step into that? Are you willing to allow your power that's inside be released without conditions? I know you can feel it. It might be faint in the back of your being, of your spirit, but I know you can feel it. If you tune out the noise of the day and you find yourself in a quiet place, listen, because you will hear that power inside of yourself. And that power looks different from all of us because it's unique to you. So don't try to make it sound like anyone else in the online space. Let it sound authentic to you. Let it be released authentically from inside out, without conditions, without apologies, without sorry, oh, sorry, sorry. No, release you. Release you. And when we do this release, it's in love. It's in love. It's in celebration of knowing, you know what? I'm an amazing creation. And I was here to create impact. And I can't create the same impact if I'm holding myself back. If I'm holding myself back and I will not allow myself to be fully released, then my impact will not be fully realized either. So what's more important to you? Safety or impact? Increased income or struggling financially but feeling safe? You're going to have to make some decisions. Sometimes those decisions are tough. The entrepreneurial life is so much about emotional maturity. So much. Like, just getting into like the whys of like, whoa, why won't I show up? Why won't I use my voice? Why am I hiding behind posts when I need to be using my voice? When I need to be bringing the heart of this brand forward? That's what people connect with. Your customers, your clients are people. At the end of the day, they're people wanting to connect with other people. Will you be that person they can connect with? Will you be that safe space that shows up consistently? Will you be that? And I'm not just talking about like you're on just to sell this and sell that. Well, there's nothing wrong with selling. There's nothing wrong with selling. We have to get into a place where we feel comfortable saying, hey, I got something you might want. If you don't want it, cool, that's fine. That's fine. This is for the people who want it. I just want to bring it forth and put it on the table. Here it is. It's pretty bomb. The YES Masterclass we just finished, that was bomb. I was excited to release it. And I'm excited to release it to anyone else who wants the replay because it was bomb. And the value that was in there is going to help get you breakthrough, financial breakthrough, self-confidence breakthrough, a whole bunch of breakthrough that's going to serve you in so many areas. And I am excited about that. But I'm also excited about bringing value. I'm excited about bringing value that doesn't cost anything to you. I'm excited to show up in spaces where you are and say, hey, here's something that I thought might bring you breakthrough today. There's no cost. Again, get mentors, get coaches, pay for coaching, pay for masterminds, pay for the things that are going to bring you breakthrough. But it's also okay to show up and give it for free. It's okay to do both. So today I wanted to show up and give you that breakthrough. Give you hold space for you for a moment, for 15 minutes in your whole day, for 15 minutes in your whole week. Just hold a little space for you so you can get that breakthrough. So you can look and take a hard look at what's holding me back. I'm ready to release. I'm ready to step into who I need to be. To step into who you need to be, you need to look at what's holding you back. Not to get stuck there, but to look at what's holding you back, recognize it, put language to it, cut it off and release it and go, mama, and go and fly and lead and show people. I watched this, and I'm going to close with this, but I watched this Netflix series over the weekend with my husband, and we were watching it, and it was this woman, and she was the first woman to ever be in the police department. So they showed a little bit of the sexism and just the difficulty that she faced. And it really spoke into me because later she went in to open her own detective business. And, I'm all about like listening for the message and the golden nuggets. And she was opening her own business. And it just got me thinking. And this is like in the early 1900s, late 1800s. And it just got me thinking about all the women who have gone before me. All the women who have gone before me and have pushed and have been have been spoken to so disrespectfully, have been treated so disrespectfully for freedom, not just for themselves, but for the women that came behind them. You know, I think about the women right now who are in countries where they can't even work. You know, there's tons of countries in this world where women aren't even allowed to work. I'm thinking about the women who are coming behind me. I'm thinking about my children. I'm thinking about my daughters. If part of my legacy is saying, I'm going for it. Yeah, it scares me. Yeah, this recording might have some errors. Yeah, there might be some people who hate what I have to say right now, but there will be some people who will get breakthrough. So I'm here for it. And I'm willing to push past my fear to show up despite, because I believe in creating impact. I believe that there's something that can be used in my voice to change your world, to increase your finances, to help you see things differently, to leave the biggest and best legacy possible. It's possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for you. So I want to leave you with this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear the action. You know, how is this activating you? How is this speaking to you to take action? I don't want this just to be something that just sounds good but doesn't produce anything. I want there to be some action produced in you today as you listen to this. What is the action that you're going to take? Drop it in the comments and let me know.